Good morning, cultists! In our previous episode, we ended things off after meeting Krog, some really jacked up looking dude who appears to be conducting rituals in an abandoned building. I think he may have some connection with a cult though. He may be a former member or some such. And he's also willing to sell us some spells for drugs, I think?
Look who paid us a visit, Barzal. It's the Doc.
The troubled man looks at you with an expression both pained and cynical.
What do you have for me in that bag of yours? A shot of morphine, perhaps?
I mean no offense, but how did you become like this? Or who is this infernal guest? I guess let's ask him about Barzal.
His name is Barzal Tharg Anu, and I advise you to address him by his true name. He's a guest in my domain, and also my only ally in this game of cat and mouse.
You think a demon can be an ally? He tilts his head to one side again to listen to the strange entity you saw inhabiting the room.
But Barzal, you also agreed to keep him functional.
I can't say I like the term functional. If I were a demon, I wouldn't want anyone to warn you. Getting tired of this. I don't like the term functional.
Then you should stop asking questions about my guest.
He looks disturbed now.
You better leave.
Tell me more about this Barzal Tharg Anu. He's not gonna attack me, is he? God, I hope not. Alright, let's try this.
I let you live and you think you're a guest at a tea party. You better leave.
But I have other questions to ask. He shouts at you in his weirdly loud whisper.
Leave.
Can I? Wait. Is he just conducting a ritual or? Oh. Shit, I didn't mess this up, did I? I would hate to lose a shopkeeper. Let's try, because we kind of had this issue with Marino last time, right? So let's try talking to him. Oh, thank goodness. Oh, I was worried that we might have permanently damaged our reputation or our relationship. I mean no offense, but how did you become like this?
Do I look like I'd enjoy discussing this? You think I secretly have some good memories that I'm about to reveal? They stamped, scraped, and bent me until I lost all purpose. Until I was reborn in their eyes. Let's just say I was more interested in learning than worshipping. So they had to rehabilitate me. They had to teach me that questioning leads to the ultimate form of unhappiness.
With his whispering voice, he imitates his tormentors.
Under the awakened, sanctified presence, no pursuit other than devaluing yourself can bestow tranquility. So they devalue me to a point where only suffering remains.
Alright, well, good to know. Thanks, man. Good grief. Also, I think I might have some more stuff to read. Yeah, I think Wilkins gave me a note, right? I don't think I read this. Detective Wilkins' note about the suspects of the Arkham stabber. Detective Wilkins' list of suspects as well as the relevant facts and insights that pertain to his inquiry would serve as reliable leads for anyone who'd conduct a subsequent investigation of their own. So the suspects, one Wijatal from the Dead Willows, hates everyone, has a machete. Indian Abenaki? I don't know what that is. Killed mob men before. Horatio the Magnificent, hates Waxface. Has damn swords, lost assistant recently, out of towner, and the witness is Donna, the mute girl. Tunnel kids saw a victim die, became a mute after the incident, her tongue is intact. So it must be like a psychological trauma then. Interesting. It'd be very interesting if it turns out to be the little girl. And I think we also need to talk to Richter. Oh, come on, outsider. You can come with me to Richter's shop. I'm sure he'd be very happy to give you some medicine and whatnot. Oh wait, I can actually tear up like the clothes to make bandages? Reggie's whiskey, fantastic. I'm not gonna do that though. Maybe I can use the cloth scraps. Oh right, the formaldehyde and the radio transmitter. I'm here for some formaldehyde.
Formaldehyde? What are you planning to preserve? A lifeless fetus, perhaps? Forget it. Who am I to question others' questionable pursuits? The truth is, I don't have any formaldehyde. It's a bit out of my field.
can't you produce it in your lab? But you're a chemist, you should know something about it. Do you know where I can get some?
Let's see. The main component of formaldehyde turns out to be methyl alcohol. There should be a pretty high methyl alcohol output at the distillery because of that charlatan wheat's crude distilling methods. So if you can get me the methyl alcohol from the mob's distillery, I guess I can make you some formaldehyde. For a price, of course. And at last I can preserve my dead fetuses in the back decently. Just joking. Or am I?
Okay, well, where is this distillery?
It's to the east of Riverside. Here, let me show it on your map.
Who is this wheat you mentioned?
A drunk fraud who pretends to be the distiller of the mob. I've heard that his own whiskey brand was third class at best even before the Black Day. You can guess how primitive and graceless his products are now.
Okay, well, another thing. Do you know where I can find a radio transmitter?
A transmitter? It won't be easy to find such a delicate machine part in Arkham.
He continues after a short pause.
I would try the French Hill streets though. I heard a man called Dumitrescu resides there.
Where did I hear that name before? I think that's... Okay. Sure.
I know that surname. If he's the person I think he is, that man may be your best bet.
Another thing. Should we ask him about the rumors? You know what? YOLO.
Oh, really? His voice goes ice cold. I warn you to shut your fucking mouth or these bimbos will shut it for you.
Okay, well, let me see your stock. Sure. Chemistry set. Oh, I guess that's like a mobile, crafting table then. Right. So that's all junk. I mean, I could buy some medicinal herbs to make more laudanum shots. I should be able to make 9, I think, right? It's a fair bit of money, though. Will you buy anything from me? Not really, besides the, raw opium, which I'd rather not be selling. Okay. I guess we'll just leave him as is then. Sure. Back to the outside world. And I think we're going to now head to... Let me see. Oh, no, that's not it. Map, that's it. So... Oh, very cool. So how do I guess I just find an exit location and then click on one of these to move out. Alright, before I do that though, so we know a little bit more about the Cthulhu statuette since we asked Krog. I suspect this Cthulhu is the governing deity of the cult's pantheon, but I still don't know what I'm supposed to do with the figurine. Gotcha, and we know nothing new about the cryptic poem. Okay. Right. So we should ask about the conductor part. Oh, right. Dumitrescu. I can check the remaining shops in the city or try trading with Dumitrescu. Maybe I can find the conductor with that junk parts guy. But we should go see Dumitrescu. And then we also need to find the methyl alcohol. Huh. Okay. Anything else? The unsent letters. After... Oh, right. Kind of a dead end there. I guess once we find, the, Keelan guy, we might get some more information. So we need to talk to Horatio, Wigital, and Donna. Right, okay, so... He did say that Horatio is feeling somewhat suicidal, so it might be a good idea for me to talk to him first. Just in case there's like some sort of like unknown time limit or something. I doubt it, but you never know, right? You never know with these kinds of things. And I don't want to have any part of this game locked off to me just because I, you know, futzed around for too long. Looking in piles for garbage. Like nothing. Oh, but I should talk to this guy to see if he's got like a conductor part. Like a conductor as in like an orchestra conductor or like a train conductor? What kind of conductor are we talking about here? Is it a battery, bell, camera, chemical filter, cloth scraps, cogs, conductor? Ah, there we go. So that'll be 18 cigs, which is actually fairly cheap, I think. Sure, let's do it up. Unless we can trade you for some junk that we don't need. Like, say, for example, wooden boards? Oh no, that's used for crafting. That's used as an essence. Don't know what that is. I guess it's like herbal essence? Sure. Do it up. 18 cigs for conductor. Fantastic. So, what exactly is this thing? Conductors are commonly used in nearly all electrical appliances, especially in the rapidly expanding communications industry. Oh, that looks like a Morse code thingamajig. I see. Oh my god, was that him talking? Uncle Ratsax. Jesus. Fuck me. Oh no, it's the post op. Shit, I'm sorry. I was trying to go into the Essex Hotel and I just completely biffed it. Can't believe I biffed that. Anything else to check out here? Let me just check these barrels out. It seems that maybe they're restocked. If they're blue. Ah, look, we got some salt. Fantastic. Now I can bitch and moan extra hard when something bad happens to me, like RNG or something. But yeah, it seems that whenever I see like a blue highlight on my use icon or whatever, it means that perhaps we can investigate that pile again. So I think he should be in the second floor, right? Yeah. Room 203 or something? Was that it? Yes, I think it might be room 203. He's sobbing. Let's knock on the door. Leave me alone. I just need a few questions answered. Questions? About what? About the several murders happening in town. I'm investigating the stabber case. The Arkham stabber. What does this have to do with me? The man takes a deep, sobbing breath before continuing. You listen to me. There's a ruthless killer in this town, yes. And he's worse than that. He's the king of all Arkham's murderers. And you know who I'm speaking of. That black-hearted wax-faced son of a bitch. Now go ahead and point the finger on me. I don't care who hears it. He's a son of a bitch. I won't do anything like that. I'm not acquainted with the mob at all. Are you that tired of living? Not very fond of him either. Not acquainted with the mob at all. Then please, leave, sir. His voice throbs with pure boiling hatred. Considering the things I'm planning to do, even talking to me might cost you your neck. Want to take the chance? Would you open the door? You sound tough enough to me. Why not answer a few simple questions? The room goes silent for a few seconds, then the lock clicks and the door yawns open. Fantastic. And I think magicians tend to be fairly heavily featured in a lot of Lovecraft's works. Now, before I speak to him, this dusty corner is cluttered with the depressed illusionist's quirky paraphernalia, gewgaws, and gimcrackery. Let me just check your moonwalk to your container. Deck of marked cards. These decks of cards are indispensable to conmen and legerdemain experts who always anticipate and if not know what card they're drawing it from it. I don't know if I read that properly, but sure. Okay, let's talk to Horatio the Magnificent. You see a devastated looking man in a wrinkled stained stage costume. This must be the Magnificent Horatio, or what's left of him. You're really not going to kill me, right? The man's severely swollen eyes tell you that he's been in this state for some time. Not unless you try to kill me first. For a fragment of a second, you see disappointment flicker in his reddish eyes. Alright, ask your oh-so-important questions. What do you know about the Arkham stabber? What's your grudge against Waxface? Did you hear about the young man who was killed on the street a while ago? You catch him wavering for a short moment. Did you hear about the lovely young lady who was killed at the hand of the tyrant? Look, pal, we each have our own wounds in this wretched town. Oh, I'm assuming his lover got killed by Waxface. What lady? His tired eyes begin to water as if about to continue their routine of constant weeping. She was my assistant. Not just my assistant. Violet was everything I had. What happened to her? He stops abruptly, growing angry. I don't suppose you came here to ask about Violet. Forget about your questions and leave me be. So you know absolutely nothing about the victim? I can't say that I like your tone. You better leave if you're done with your questioning. Okay, well, what's your grudge against Waxface? His eyes focus on the memory of his sworn enemy, and he answers slowly, making every word count. He took what is dearest from me, and I plan to do exactly the same. And if I can't find something that monster holds dear, which would be of no surprise to me at all, then I'll take the wretched life from his fat carcass. Okay. What do you know about the Arkham stabber? I've heard that some folks were being stabbed. I've barely left this gloomy chamber for a long time. Weeks. Or is it months? Even the time is damned in this place. He wipes his eyes with the sleeve of his tuxedo and continues. Dusk is always the most melancholic time of day for me. He laughs bitterly, and now I'm trapped forever in this moment of eternal dusk. I gotta say, though, I actually kind of like dusk. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's just like the purple sky or whatever. And like it's like kind of getting dark, but it's still light enough for you to see everything. I like dusk. I also like dawn, though. I don't know which I like better, but anyways. All alone, my memories of her. On a bright day, some memories can warm your heart. On days like this, they can pierce you like ice, reminding you of what has been lost forever. I'm sorry, I know the feeling. Everyone in this town has lost something dear, no point in pitying yourself. I don't want to sound rude, but shall we continue? Or should we remain silent? I guess let's sympathize with him. I know the feeling. Horatio silently stares at the wall. It seems your words aren't reaching him. Okay. Can I ask him again? Because I want to see if it's... Maybe I should just remain silent. Both of you silently stare at the wall. Okay, I see. I heard you have a sword or swords. So what? Do you think my stage swords are like the meat cleavers the mob uses to behead people? I'm a magician, for God's sake. He casts his eyes down. I mean, I used to be one of the best. Haven't you heard? The magnificent Horatio has come to town. I think I saw one of your flyers. Yes. Is that supposed to make me feel better? He looks at the state of his clothes and smiles bitterly. Look at my magnificence now. So you're a magician. An illusionist, to be more precise. I'm no hedge wizard like those mad sheiks of the cult. I don't have any control over poor folks' minds or anything like that. But if you learn the art of manipulating the audience's perception, combined with special optical effects, you can put on a real spectacle, something that people will remember their entire lives. For the first time, you catch a glimpse of life in this painted man, a pure moment of sharing the same space with the impossible, the unexplainable. That's magic. Dark clouds gather again as quickly as they parted, but when Violet died, the magic in me died with her. You mentioned the sheiks of the cult. Look, I use the principles of nature in my craft. I'm not a scientist, but I'm well read. Optics, physics, engineering, every spectacle is grounded in delicate calculation. But those mad priests are a different breed. They're almost like... He struggles to find the right words. They suck the faith out of their own worshippers and turn it into a disease. A sickness that can affect reality. A sickness. It is the ultimate form of art, the art of shaping reality. Seems like you're on the cusp of joining them. I shan't keep you. I see. Another thing. I guess that's it then. Huh. So, I don't think we gained a lot of information here. Oh. From this room, the lifeless body of Julian, the stabber's last victim, is still visible. Although Horatio claims he is unaware of the young man's death, this certain view contradicts with the man's accounts. Oh, maybe I can talk to him again then. Your window directly overlooks the crime scene, and you say you never left the room, yet you saw nothing? I was... Horatio averts his gaze once again. He may be a master of visual deception, but his attempts at verbal deception are a disaster. I was sleeping. Horatio, this is serious. More people will die. By continuing like this, you're adding yourself to the list of suspects. Better tell me what you know, or I'll stop being polite. No, let's try to appeal to a sense of humanity, I guess. I didn't see anything. Horatio, you're a terrible liar. I can still see his corpse from your damned window. If you refuse to cooperate, you might end up a suspect yourself. I can see his corpse from your damned window. The man suddenly blurts out in angry desperation. Alright, I saw it. I saw how they ripped that young man to pieces. Wait, they? Why would you hide this information? Yeah, why would you hide this information? The pained man shouts at you in tears. Because they were strong and merciless, and they knew how to kill. They're as ruthless as that monster Waxface. Wait, there's more. You want to know everything, huh? When the shadows were done with that man, I stormed down the stairs to catch them. I shouted after them, but they never even turned to look at me. And I swear they flew away through the air. Whoa, okay. What were they exactly? How should I know? I've been ridiculed for these kinds of things all my life. Spirits of some kind, but I could feel the hatred oozing out of them. It was like mine, maybe even stronger. You went after them? Only because I wanted to kill Waxface. I would give anything to make him suffer like I did. He is clearly on the verge of a nervous breakdown. My life, my soul, anything. Did you see where the shadows went? I might have. He looks at you with a fresh expression. I just might. You asked me for the truth and I told it. You took a chance on my retribution, so some kind of repayment is only fair. You know what I'm planning to do, and you're going to help me. He wipes his eyes with his dirty sleeve again. That is if you want to know where that House of Shadows is. Okay. So I guess he wants me to help him kill Waxface. I mean, I'm down for it, sure. But I don't know if I can actually deliver the killing blow myself, but we'll see. What do you have in mind? All I need is for you to find an unguarded entrance to the Blackened Club. I'll take care of the rest. Dude, you're gonna die, man. You're gonna die. First, tell me what he did to your assistant. Alright, I'll do my best. I'll take a look, but I'm not going to promise anything. I wasn't this busy before the apocalypse. Wait for my return. Tell me what he did to your assistant. You're the persistent type, aren't you? I used to be the same before all these. He recollects the tormenting events of his recent past. Violet. She never wanted that show. Not one bit. A private show for the unseen Imperator himself. Who would want that? But I told her it would be good for us. He was the only authority in this chaos after all. I thought if he liked the show, he would protect us. Foolish, wasn't I? A bit. Judging by the methods of his enforcers, I can say that he's not a stable person. Hey, everyone is scared in this place. You acted to secure yourself in Violet. No, I acted like a moron. I persuaded her. So we found ourselves there in the end, straight into the casino lounge. Spent hours preparing the stage. I wanted that show to be perfect. I wanted to make an impression. When we were finally ready and nervous as hell, he came. Surrounded by his made men. We're like flies buzzing around rotten meat. We weren't allowed to look at him directly, but I could see his huge silhouette out of the corner of my eye. We started the performance, and the first few tricks went well. I couldn't see the man's face, and the made man seemed uninterested, but I can tell when there's a spark in the eyes of the audience. Then the time came for the blade box act. You've heard of the trick, right? The lady gets inside a propped coffin and the magician stabs it through swords. Then the lady comes out just fine and you never know how. In reality, the entry points of the swords are all precisely calculated. Oh, I think I understand where this is going. My guess is Waxface wanted to do it himself and ended up killing her inside the box. That's my guess. They better be. You can't get a new assistant after each show. Sure, I've heard about it. He's growing more anxious with every passing second. We were in the middle of the act and Violet was inside the box. When I was about to insert the third sword, I noted something moving from the corner of my eye. Waxface had actually stood up and was moving towards me. I could hear his heavy footsteps without even turning my head.
I was trembling when he finally asked me if he could give it a try. I knew it. I knew it. Before I knew what was happening, his brutes grabbed the swords from my hands and grappled me. Horatio looks like he's being grappled again, this time by invisible hands. They forced me to keep my head down. Let him continue. He started stabbing the box. He speaks as if he's suffocating, shattering the wood savagely. Then I heard Violet scream. Blood was seeping out of the box. Full of agony, he shouts, "That box became a real coffin." Oh man, what a fucking asshole, this wax face. He's returned to his broken, lifeless state now. When he was done, I heard that accursed voice again, calling me a fraud, ordering his men to throw me out. I don't know, care, or remember what's happened since then. Just because I said my piece doesn't mean you should feel sorry for me. If you want to help me, I already told you how to do it. I'll be fine.
I'll do my best. Not gonna promise anything. Wasn't this busy before the apocalypse. You know what? I'll take a look, but I'm not gonna promise anything. Good. The monster's lair is called the Blackened Club. It stands in French Hill. Just find a way in and return to me. He seems lost again in his crimson plans of vengeance. Damn. What the fuck? Wax face. Clearly a psychopath. I gotta say though, I sympathize a lot with Horatio, because I used to do a little bit of magic myself back in the day. Didn't really plan out, but you know, that's the entertainment industry for you. Doesn't always work out for everyone. I guess though, I'd classify myself more as a mentalist than a magician, and I know a lot of people think that mentalists are people who like commune with the dead. I never did that. I mean, I think if you do that, like, to earn money to prey on the vulnerable, that's definitely reprehensible behavior. But if you're doing that as like a form of entertainment, I don't know. I mean, I can see it giving closure to people and whatnot, so it's a bit of a controversial, I guess, topic amongst magicians and mentalists. But yeah, I mean, I still did magic too, but more so the mentalism stuff, because my background was in psychology. That's what I went to university for. Anyways, we need to find a way inside the clubhouse. And the clubhouse is in French Hill, so all my leads are pointing me there for the moment. So we need to somehow speak to New Donna, and any new things or piles that I can. Do we have any business inside of the warehouse? I guess not, right? No, okay. Well, I don't want to accidentally walk into a pile of ghouls and just get my genitals ripped off my face. I don't know why my genitals are on my face, but you know. So is that something new in this bus? Or no? The vehicle is locked. What? How? How is it locked exactly? Doesn't... Oh shit, I can rest here too. Maybe I should have been resting there instead. And also, do I have anything new to buy at the Schmidt's Antiques? I mean, I don't think he's getting new stock, but I do have a bit more money. And also, why can I not target his thing anymore? Weird. Let me see your wares. He's got a decent gun with lead shot. Does it take the lead shot? I'm assuming not, right? It takes ammo type .45. Papa Twilight's top hat. Grace of Rahu. Grants the wearer increased stealth and physical defense. Cool. Otherwise... yeah, I don't know if there's anything that I can really... That does sound interesting, but I don't quite have enough money. I guess I could sell some of my unused stuff. We'll sell the junk keys, thank you. The useless key as well. And we'll get the SIGs for it. Otherwise... Book of Law, I already have that. That's just a document. History of Arkham. That's for divine characters, nihilistic characters, rational characters, and nihilistic characters. Gotcha. Alright. Sold some keys. Fantastic. And I don't know how I can do any kind of snooping around the around this place. It's very garrisoned. I'm assuming maybe there's some kind of like underground entrance, or maybe you can like develop wings and then fly up there and then kill people, or maybe make friends with Vargheists, and then they can kill these dudes up on the roof and then carry you up there. That could work too. Oh, interesting. There appears to be a cellar entrance. Take some cigs, and let me loot this place too. Oh, sweet. Got some more shit. Alright, well, let's end the episode off here for now. We'll come back tomorrow, and then we'll speak with the kids. We'll speak to Victor Dumitrescu. Yes, Dumitrescu, which I think is a Romanian name. And then we'll see what all the fuss is about with all the other stuff too. Alright, so for now, thanks for watching and have a good breakfast.